Hey guys, it is January 1st, 2024, and I'm off on a walk. And you may say, yep, New Year's resolution, he's now decided to get some exercise. No. I haven't been able to spend time really doing videos and stuff like that for the past few months because I've been pretty dedicated to this right here, which was just getting myself healthy and back on track. A couple of things. Let me throw this at you real quick. First off, you just saw the two watches, the Garmin and Apple Watch. I've been doing some tests for a while now, and I'll do a full video on those very soon because I've noticed a big difference in the two. That's just personal opinion, but anyways, that's why those are in there. I'm running some tests and wearing both, and every time I get different results from the two different watches. But no, this is not new for me, the exercising stuff as of now. It's January 1, so gyms are crazy on this Wednesday morning, so I wouldn't go to a gym, but I wanted to bring you along with me, and I'll kind of just tell you the story as we go. At times it's going to be hard because I'll have to catch my breath. So 6 months ago, I guess roughly, it was July, I believe, we got back from our big trip this summer, and I was like, man, I got to make some changes in my life. I was getting heavy, and I was just out of shape. My health was deteriorating as it had over time, and I was ready to do something about it. So I began walking, and I would do about 4 to 5 miles a day. That's exactly what I do now, still. So every day. Usually I get up and get around, and I hit it about 5:30 in the morning. Today is, I think it's 10 o'clock. It was also really cold, so it's a chance to get out here, do this now. 5:30 to 6:30, sometimes 7, gives me about an hour and a half to do about 4.5 to 5 miles, sometimes 4, sometimes 3.5, regardless, every day. And it's awesome. And it's really changed my life. And then what was happening for me personally was I was starting to see a change. And then I began the morning fasting of go to bed and, don't eat anything after 8 o'clock at night for me. And then wake up, have my morning coffee after walks and stuff like this, but don't really have a meal until noon. And so have a big lunch, have a big dinner, and that's it. That's all I've done. I guess that in and of itself is a lot, but it's changed my life. So just to be upfront, as we kick off January of 2024, oh my gosh, it's gonna take me a while. A lot has happened for our family, for our channel, for our vehicles. Check that out. But a lot's happened. So in November, we sold Tusk. We sold the 4Runner. That was a big deal. We replaced it, and I'll show you what we replaced him with here in just a little bit. And that's kind of just changed things up for us. Going into the dead of winter, not much camping, although we've got the trailer. So we did go out for Hayden's birthday, and we'll show you some of that as well. All right, we are fresh at camp. We are trying to get everything set up, started before it's gonna get dark on us. We'll create a fire pit area here, hang out, cook dinner, all the things. But life's been good for the Post family. We've been plugging along. We celebrated Hayden turning 17, Harper turning 10. Hallie has been killing it in her singing, her dancing, with her school stuff, and she has fallen in love with theater. She's doing a phenomenal job. I'm so proud of her. She's actually been walking with me some, and so just super proud of her and the quality time that we've got to spend together. And most of you know that I'm a pastor, and so it's been just a wonderful time with the church, with the congregation, and I've transitioned my role And so I am also overseeing all the mission stuff for the church. And so I've been building out trailer for our disaster relief team. We are scheduling a lot of mission trips. Went to Mexico. Still need to bring you that video, but here's a couple of little clips from the Juarez, Mexico trip. We went down with Casas por Cristo and built a house for a family, and that was priceless. I can't wait to give you the whole video on that. So I guess what I'm saying is that life changes have happened, and in a great way, in a healthy way. And it has allowed me, with these changes I've made back in July, to be a different person here going into 2025. If I would say a New Year's resolution would be to be able to continue to do the things that I started doing halfway through 2024, because 2024 ended up being an epic year for me, for our family. And so we are just excited about what God is doing and what we're going to get to see and do and be a part of here in 2025. As I said, mission trips. And so as I'm over missions, we're going to be going to Colombia this year, twice to Colombia, North Carolina for a conference in February, Uganda, Kenya, India. I think those are just some of the ones off the top of my head. Oh yeah, I'm back to Juarez, Mexico. We'll be building 2 houses down there around spring break. So all of that, look forward to bringing you along with me, and then showing you progress as we work on and complete the new build. So I guess I did fail to mention one of the best parts of this whole diet exercise, not really a diet, but anyways, was that I've lost 38 pounds so far. So I weighed in at 238 back in July when I started this, and I'm right at 200 now. So it's been a blessing, life change, clothing change, that's for sure. I've been working on cleaning out the closet the last few days. So many clothes going on Facebook Marketplace or to Savers, all that stuff, just cleaning out the closet. And it's good. It's a blessing. Feel like when you begin to think about 38 pounds that you're not carrying, or you lift up a 35-pound dumbbell and you go, man, I was carrying that all the time. Your ankles tell you that. So it's kind of fascinating. All right. So a question you may be wondering is, what vehicle did they go with? Well, if you saw our Instagram, you saw we changed the name from Tusk Runner to Black Bandit Tundra. We've got a Tundra. That's a black 2013 Tundra.
There she is. You excited, Dad?
It's lifted, BDS 7-inch suspension with Fox 2.0 coilover shocks on 35s. Love it. It's a blast. It's big. So much more power than the 4Runner. Loved the 4Runner, as y'all know. But it was just getting to where, first off, it was just heavy, and I just wanted something with more power, and I needed a truck. That's when it boiled down to, was I needed to have a truck, and absolutely love this. So Hayden and Harper made a trip, and I'll show you some of the clips of that right here.
Sweet. All right, sir. Well, you're good to go. I got the temporary plate already on there for you.
Oh, okay.
Whenever the plate comes in, I'll give you a call, confirm the address. We'll have it mailed out to you.
Okay.
Sir, be safe traveling.
Brian.
Congratulations, absolutely.
Appreciate it, man.
Got both
Awesome.
keys here.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Y'all be safe. Enjoy that Bucky stop again.
Yeah, we will.
I'm getting some daughters in the restroom. Oh, she's already ready to get in.
She's fine with
I'll
it.
see you later, sweetie. Bye. Yeah, but stay safe trip, guys.
Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Got the keys.
What do you think, Harper? Good? All right, Bucky's.
Yeah, Bucky's. We're headed to Bucky's.
Sounds good.
All right, we crossing into Oklahoma. Woo, woo, woo! Harper!
We're out of Texas.
We're out of Texas.
Texas.
Hayden's behind us. We are trucking. Ha! See what I did there? Now I'm driving a truck, so we're trucking, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. So absolutely loving the truck. Excited about that. Excited about bringing more of that to you. I have some goals, some dreams, some desires. Would love to put something like a Go Fast camper on there. That'll have to be down the road, as those things are so cheap they're practically giving them away. No, I'm kidding. But would love something like that where I can close it in and have everything in there. We'll see. That'll be down the road a bit. But so it is 34 degrees out here. Doesn't feel like it. It does feel like it for the very first mile, which right around this corner I'll complete. Hey, dogs. It's fascinating. The biggest thing I've experienced out here in these walks sometimes has been the crazy dogs when they're not on a leash. That's kind of scary at times. So this year has been more so a year of us focusing internally with the kiddos, with Hayden being 17, a junior. His talks through what his senior year will look like, where he wants to go to college, military, all the conversations. And then Hallie following with her new passion for theater. Oh, there we go. Lap 1, 17:37. I'm doing too much talking. But anyways, with her passion, her love for theater, and what that has just sparked in her is pretty exciting. Harper, she's plugging along. She's a rock star. Turned 10, which is crazy. Suzanne and I were talking about how we've now been in our house for almost 10 years. And, you know, it's wild. Time flies when you're having fun. But this has been, for me, incredible to see, like, people out in their yards doing stuff. I've been able to read so many books. So it's like if you're wanting to set a schedule and a goal for like, hey, I want to read so many books this year. Well, you can do two birds with one stone, walking, getting exercise, and listening to books. So I'd highly encourage you to consider that. These dogs bark at me every day, but at least they are in the fence and good to go. But yeah, I've read so many books. It's been awesome. Thrillers, novels, but all at the same time, just like book studies on Revelation. Some really, really good stuff. I want to show you something. Those dogs that were just barking, every day they run through the house. And normally it's at 5:30 in the morning. They run through the house to the front window to bark at me. Watch this. Can you see them? There they are. Anyways, they do that every day. I have to imagine that their owners are like, oh, there's that guy who walks, because the dogs are going nuts, and it's usually like 5:50 in the morning when I come by their house, still in the dark. But anyways, it's just routines like that you pick up on, or little things, nuances of the neighborhood. This family right here, when their son was in town for Thanksgiving, I noticed Colorado plates on a little Tacoma with an extended cab, and you just go, okay, cool, family's in town. It's neat. It's neat to see. And it really has just kind of expanded my holiday to see families just coming together, doing stuff. It's been awesome. So I have a friend who this morning wrote his own obituary. Now you may say, like, what the heck is that about? January 1st, 2025, guy writes his own obituary. I think there's just that mentality of like, having a mentality and knowing that things will end, and yet at the same time doing your best to fulfill each and every day or live it out to its fullest. So I want to encourage you with that. I want to challenge you with that. Maybe for you, you just need motivation. Maybe for you, you just need a opportunity to get out there and go and do. Or maybe this was somehow motivational to you of just what I have been able to do and stick with. So I don't know. I'm not all about motivational speeches here, but just wanted to take you on my morning walk and encourage you and challenge you as we go into 2025 together. That may this be our best year yet, whatever that looks like for you. Okay, so far I've mentioned to you what I've been doing by physically, and that's poured into just emotionally and mentally with just the reading, the opportunity to read so many books, not only in walks, but just in what I'm going through at home, in the office, things of that nature. But also, I want to challenge you spiritually. Our post-family pilgrimage is all about the journey that we're on, right? Which is our lives and what we're doing. Sorry, this is uphill. This gets me every time, even when I'm not talking like this. But just the opportunity that we have for our pilgrimage. We got the idea for our channel, the name for our channel, from the book Pilgrim's Progress. And just that allegory that we are all, as Christians, on this journey, this pilgrimage of life. And so that's really what our channel is about. So all that to say, what are you doing spiritually? I want to challenge you. Every year I read the Bible through. And so I go through a Bible reading plan. I have accountability with that. So I meet a group of guys every Wednesday morning at 6:15 at McDonald's on Rogers Avenue here in Fort Smith. So if ever you're like, hey, I'm just going to pop in and join those guys. Come on, seriously. We grow every year by 2 or 3 guys. Sometimes it's just guys who happen to stop in to grab a cup of coffee, and they're like, what are you guys doing? And so as we share with them what we're doing, hey, we're just a bunch of guys who get together to study the word. And so we read like 5 or 6 chapters a week, and then we come together on that Wednesday and we reflect. We talk about what stood out to us, pray for each other, what we're going through in life, and really just hold each other accountable. So come on if you're interested, or if you're like, hey, I'm nowhere near Fort Smith, Arkansas, start your own, man or woman, whoever's watching this. Get plugged in, find that group, and work on you. Better you. Check this out. See the squirrel? Oh, 2 of them. They keep going around the corner. Where'd he go? Oh, he's gone. That's literally me going, a squirrel. Probably one of my favorite parts of this walk. For one, it's downhill. 2, it's just beautiful out here. And that is one of my wife's favorite homes out here. So we're at 1.82 miles, 31 minutes in on that one. Here's the fascinating thing. Check this out. All right, 1.79 miles on this one. Love that house. The Apple Watch always is a little slower. I also use Strava. I use the Strava app on the phone, and it's the most accurate. But I will say this, in comparing the Garmin, this is the Tactical Solar 2. Using this watch, it pairs well with all the other things. You would think that Apple would be like, they're killing it. Apple is killing it in their own software, meaning like with an Apple Watch, this is the Ultra 1, and you get the ring count, and all those things. But So I use the app called Lose It, which allows me to log my calories and things of that nature every day. And in using that, automatically Garmin, with the Garmin Fitness app, it pairs all that stuff, plugs it right in. So in other words, however many calories I burn off of this walk today, it will be in my Lose It app. It'll tell me like, hey, you can eat this much more because you already burned off this many calories. And when it all boils down to it, walking or running or whatever type of exercise you're doing, it's all about caloric intake versus the burn, right? And so if you want to gain weight, add calories, lose weight, decrease calories. It's that simple. Oh, another big part of this whole thing for me, here comes a car, is I cut all sodas. That was big, but that was a big part of it for myself. That's also, it was an easy way to shave calories. And so never gone back either. No sodas. I don't even drink tea, not even unsweet tea. I just stick to water. I do consume my share plus of coffee. That's just always been me. And so ain't changing that. I'll walk more rather than cut out coffee. Okay. So also with the watch, it says 2 miles, 2.2, 17 minutes. So audibly, I'm wearing, my headphones. Audibly, over my book, it comes across and it says, you just logged 2 miles at a time of 17, mile split, 17 minutes, 2 seconds or 7 seconds, whatever. So audibly, it tells you. Rather, with the Apple Watch, you have to look down at your wrist. You don't get any kind of audio. I don't know if that's a feature you can turn on or not, but I just know I love that about the Garmin. Also with the Garmin, that's a flashlight, and it is an epic flashlight. It'll go white, or you can program it to flash red. And so if you're walking in the dark, you can just turn that on and leave it on. With the Ultra, you have the side button you can program to be a flashlight, but it's not nearly as bright as the Garmin. Tactical Solar 2 XL, that's the bigger one. Okay, what else am I forgetting to tell you here with the watch? You can answer a call with this one, but you can't talk. And so you have to have your phone in order to have a conversation. Whereas with the Apple Watch, you can be wherever and the watch will function as a phone. You can talk through the watch, you can hear from the watch. You cannot do that with this Garmin. All you can do is hit answer, and then you got to have your phone with you in order to take the call. I think another thing I like about these walks is that most of the time when I do it, my family is still in bed asleep. And so from 5:30 to 6:30, sometimes 7, by the time I get home, my wife is just getting up and around. The kiddos are still asleep. And so it's just like I've already accomplished something in my morning. 3.5, 4, 5 miles. That's pretty epic. And for me personally, because I used to never do anything, right? So complete game changer as to having already accomplished something. Now, by default, I am the guy that now goes to bed around 10:30 at the latest usually. Last night, New Year's Eve, so I drank a cup of coffee around 7 p.m. and I was still up at midnight. And so I was able to hang out with the family. We watched the 11 o'clock ball drop and the 12 o'clock ball drop. And we had a good time sitting around the fire pit outside. So it was an awesome time. Oh, and then I came in and cooked pancakes because why not? That was not anything that's normally on the diet, for what that's worth. But that's the beauty of it. I'm not sold down or tied down to some extreme diet. Eat whatever you want, just exercise. Okay, let's go back to trucks for a minute. Biggest question I've been asked: do you miss the 4Runner? Not once have I missed the 4Runner. I don't know, that sounds weird probably. Probably sounds weird. I mean, it sounds weird for me to even say that. I don't miss it. I was ready for a change, and I've always needed a truck rather than having to borrow someone's or my dad's or something like that, just to have a vehicle, a good truck. I found myself over the last few years not being one who's doing tight trails like I used to. And if we do, we still have Hayden's Jeep. And so we can always go do the tighter trails in his Jeep. Maybe it's because I'm in my mid 40s. I'm cool with just base camping it, setting up somewhere with a Tundra and being good. I want to be able to do bigger trips. The Tundra does get 15 miles per gallon. The best I ever got in the 4Runner was 14.9. Now I realize the Tundra doesn't have a whole lot of weight to it yet, so that will change somewhat when I get to building it out as well, but it is what it is. The horsepower though, game changer. Love it. So one of the things I was thinking about was we've had a lot of products sent to us for the YouTube channel, and I just haven't had the time to review that. And so there's some cool stuff. I'm really excited about bringing you those videos. Just some of the new gear that has been sent to us, some of the new meals from Mamu's Camp Kitchen. Looking forward to trying those out. Just a lot of exciting stuff that's going on for our channel, for Post Family Pilgrimage, for our family, and for the Overland community. I'm super excited. You know what I'm loving, and the reason I'm not so quick to jump on a Go Fast camper just yet is I'm loving the innovation that I'm seeing in the market right now for truck campers. The key is light, going light, not throwing thousands of pounds on the back of a quarter-ton or half-ton pickup truck. And so being able to go light, Go Fast Campers is excelling in that. But now there's super fast or something like that, super light. Lone Peak, that one has piqued my interest. There's so many. T3 or AT3, something like that. There's just so many of them. So I'm excited about the future. And for that reason alone, I may stick with something like just our rooftop tent and trailer for now, to give the creatives a year or two to further develop the technology, come up with new skills. I feel like every month or so, there's like you can take the door off of this one, hook it onto the side, and now you have a built-in table. And so just the engineering, the creativity, all of that is really churning right now with folks. And so I can only imagine how much further the industry will come in the next year or two, because it's progressing so quickly. And so sometimes it's fun to just sit back and watch it, enjoy it, and not purchase because you know that something else is going to come along here very soon. Okay guys, it's 1 hour in and I'm 3.43 miles. 58 minutes, 50 seconds, 3.44 miles. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This has just been a good time to get out and walk, and also to take some time to catch you guys up. Again, it's been about 4 months since we put out a video, which is just crazy because it's just the busyness of life. And you pause, you get out of that rhythm. And so I apologize for those of you who have been following along relentlessly and faithfully. Thank you. So those of you who have subscribed here on YouTube or to our Patreon account, thank you so much. We appreciate having you along with us. Look forward to so many opportunities in the future. International travels that'll happen this year, as well as just local stuff, exploring, camping, and family events. Hey, love you guys. Do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Happy New Year. Happy 2025.